The film opens, we see Brad, who is a pilot, as the main character. He is seen walking through the airport while talking to his daughter on a video call. Brad tells his daughter that he will finish his work and come to see her soon, making her happy. She expresses her happiness. Brad then heads to the pilot's cabin where he meets his colleague. The two pilots start talking about themselves. Brad is then called out. An officer informs him that due to an emergency, he must take a dangerous person named Tony with him. Tony is very powerful and Brad is given this responsibility due to his sensibility, to which he agrees. Brad meets the rest of the crew and they discuss the passengers. Whether everyone has come or not. And as soon as all the passengers come and sit in the plane, then these people immediately take off. Brad tells his fellow pilot that I love my daughter very much and I am going to meet her very soon. We have no one but each other. And then these people keep traveling in the plane till night. But then suddenly the weather starts getting worse. Because of which Brad looks worried because he was not feeling well. He tells all the passengers to fasten their seatbelts. Through the radio, he also tries to talk to his center. But he can't talk about it. Because slowly all the radios here stop working. And then suddenly a sharp shock of electricity comes from the plane and hits. Because of which the plane starts moving. Brad was getting worried, so when he goes to see all the passengers, he breathes a sigh of relief. Because all the passengers were fine. And here the light was slowly turning off. In the middle, the plane is hit again. Because of which Brad falls and his head is injured. Because of all these circumstances, all the passengers were in a bad state. Brad comes back to the cabin and starts taking care of the plane with his companion. It was a very difficult time for him. Because the radio was not working. On top of that, nothing was visible in front of him on the screen. Then Brad says that we have to bring the plane down. Because if another shock is applied, the plane will be destroyed. So immediately, these people start taking the plane down. All the passengers were scared. A woman then opens her seatbelt. Seeing her, Tony's officer also does the same. Because the plane was going down, he hits hard from the top side. So hard that he immediately dies. Suddenly, the plane starts coming down quickly. Then Brad and his companion quickly get out of control. Then the air hostess tells Brad that the passengers are in a bad state. On which he tells everyone to sit on their seats. Because soon we are going to land at a poor airport. Now these two see that we are passing over an island. So if there is no other way, she decides to land the plane on this island. She gives a proper place and then lands the plane. Although they had landed in an emergency. But still they landed safely. Now Brad and his companion are happy when they come to know that some electricity is still in the plane. After which Brad tells everyone to get down. There the owner of the plane company also sees that suddenly the plane has disappeared somewhere. Because he had not seen the plane landing. And for a long time, due to the radio being damaged, he could not contact it. That's why he looks a little tense. Now the air hostess comes and tells Brad that the officer who brought Tony has died. Jason is sad, but he tells him that whatever happened, now take care of the rest of the passengers. Now everyone was wondering why we landed here. Because of which Brad comes in front and tells that we had to land here due to an emergency. There is still a little electricity in the plane. With which we will fix the rest of the electricity. Till then, you guys stay here comfortably. You will get food, water, and a place to stay. And you guys don't worry, we will leave here very soon. There the owner of the plane company meets a rescue expert. Who does the work of finding such people who are stuck in trouble. The company's manager tells him that I need all the details of my plane. Like where did he go, his workers, all the information of the passengers. Now Brad comes to the plane and starts fixing it. But he sees that the power and electricity in the plane is very low. That's why they will have to wait because the radio is also not working. Then when he tells this to his companion pilot, his companion gives a map and tells that we are stuck on a private island. This is not a free place, but it was the capture of a private army here. Which was bad, because all the goons were in it. And if they cause any harm to us, then the government will not be able to save us. Hearing this, Brad says that somehow we will have to call our rescue team here, so that they come and save us all. Because this is the only way to get out of here. Now Brad comes to everyone and tells them that the radio is still not working due to some malfunction. Hearing this, the passengers get very worried. Brad also convinces them that we will go to the other side of the island and find the radio, and will ask his team to send the rescue team here, which will come and save you all. And Tony will go with me. Saying this, he opens Tony's hand and these people move forward. Now we see the head of the bad people who were in the private army, to whom a man comes and tells that a plane has come and stopped here on the island due to an emergency. And there are a lot of people in it who are from different countries. Hearing this, the head of the private army gives him money. He tells his team to get ready for this information, because maybe these people were going to go with the intention of looting them. In the jungle of the island, Brad and Tony are moving forward. Tony asks Brad that why did you set me free and where are you taking me now? So Brad says that because of you, I can't put everyone in danger. And here is a dangerous private army, whom you have to face with me. And then he asks a lot of questions to Brad. And then suddenly he becomes quiet. So when Brad turns back and sees, Tony was not there. He was gone. There, the rescue expert goes left to get information about the plane. In a video, he sees Brad. He fights with the struggling passenger and beats him a lot. Now seeing his fighting skills, the rescue expert was very happy. After which he talks to the leader of a private company. Says that you people be ready. At any time you may need it. On which he says yes. In the jungle, Brad goes to a food factory, where he finds a closed radio machine. And then he fixes it and puts the phone. He talks to the helpline, to whom he tells about his plane and this island. But due to some problem in the line, the person in front of him cannot hear him. Then he gets an idea. He writes all these things to his daughter and asks her to tell him in his office. And then a man comes and that is, their plane is stuck on an island there. And there is also a very dangerous private army there. He tells this to the owner of the plane company. On which he says that immediately send your private team and rescue team. Then these people quickly find that island and their plane. On which they decide that the leader of the private team will go there first with his team. On which Brad and Tony were going towards the factory by car. By reaching near it, they sneak inside, where all those goons were making videos of passengers, to show that which passenger is from which country. Now the private team also reaches near the plane. But when they do not see anyone there, the team leader goes inside the plane and checks, where 2 people were dead. In addition to this, Brad's left message is also found there, which was the way to get to the factory. Both were hiding in the factory and keeping an eye on those goons. Out of which 2 goons they come from behind and catch, and close their mouth and suffocate them, by which they die. Then they go ahead of the secret door. They reach outside the room. Inside that room, all the passengers were kept. There were a lot of guards standing there. Seeing whom Tony gets very angry. That's why he picks up the hammer there and kills everyone one by one. Then Brad takes the keys from a goon and frees those passengers from the room. He then tells everyone to reach near the plane as soon as possible, because he has asked for help through the radio. The rescue team must be coming. After which he makes everyone sit in the bus. Then Tony comes to him and tells that there are a lot of goons standing outside, so we can't get out of here. When he sees the passengers worried, he says that I will distract the passengers. Well, Tony, you take all the passengers from here. After saying this, Brad comes out of there and comes to the goons. He talks to his head that my team is coming here. That's why you leave my passengers. Now the goons come and start hitting him. And his head says that how can I leave it like this? I don't leave anyone without money. After which as soon as he is about to kill Brad with a bullet, then the private team comes here and attacks him. He shoots a lot, in which a lot of goons are killed. After which he starts taking Brad and leaving from here. He sits in the bus and leaves. The leader of the goons sees that along with the rest of the goons, my brother has also been killed. So he gets very angry. That's why he tells his team to hurry up. Get ready. And yes, don't leave anyone. Kill everyone one by one. The guarding Brad starts talking to that private team. Then his head tells him that we are a small private team, which has not come to save you here. Because we are not a rescue team. There is still time for them to come. As soon as Brad gets nervous, he says that no problem. I have an idea. After this, these people also come near the plane, where all the passengers. Tony is already embarrassed. Brad then tells his people that a private team has come here to help us. And now with their help we will fly the plane. And we'll leave from here immediately. So now everyone sit in the plane quickly. Because we can't wait for the rescue team. There is still time for them to come. And if we stay here, we will be killed by that dangerous army. After hearing this, all the people sit in the plane. While Brad starts fixing the plane along with the leader of the private team, where the goons come and attack them. Seeing whom the private team starts stopping them. And here a lot of bullets are fired from both sides. But this team had a lot of good guns. So they kill a lot of goons. Brad tells the leader of the team that I will start the plane in the next 5 minutes. Meaning I will shoot. After which all of us will fly. Then he also thanks Tony that you supported me so much. Then Brad comes in between the bullets and sits down. And starts flying the plane along with his companion pilot. Tony's bullets were over. And when he checks the bag of the private team, he finds a bag made of money there. But for now, he leaves the money and starts fighting the goons again with the gun from the other bag. Until then, Brad has also turned the whole plane. Then that private team also starts climbing the plane. Brad is told by the owner of the plane company that I will tell you a safe place where you can go. All the people get on the plane, but Tony does not get on. He starts running away with a bag full of money. When he sees him going, the private army attacks his plane. His guide was thinking of bringing a rocket launcher in front of the plane and flying it in one shot. But Tony had seen him. He shoots him and drops him. He stops doing this. Seeing this, Brad is very happy. After which he succeeds in flying the plane with all his strength. Because of this, Tony was also happy and he also leaves from there. Brad takes the plane away from the island. While the owner of the plane tells him about the airport where these people could go. Which was very close. Then Brad starts taking the plane to that side. But once again the plane starts getting destroyed. That's why Brad gets the emergency landing again. And after their plane comes down, the way to the jungle begins to move forward. Everyone's life was saved. That's why she was very happy. There, the owner of the plane company and his team were also very happy. Brad and his companion also take a breath of peace. That at least she had come out of that island. And everyone's life was also saved. In a while, her rescue team also comes here. Seeing whom all the passengers were happy. Also, they were clapping for Brad's bravery. Brad then sends all the passengers with the rescue team. After which he talks to his daughter. She was very happy with this. Thank God, my dad is alive. Both the daughters were very happy to talk. And with this, the movie story of Brad's bravery ends here. Kindly subscribe to the channel and turn on notification for upcoming movies. Thanks for watching.